Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to King Arthur Pendragon, Week 12, the year 490, the Battle of Lindsey.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hello.
We got
Hurrah.
everybody.
Oh, it's amazing.
The whole family.
We're all back together again, gang.
Oh my God, Jess, your shirt. It's.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want one.
That is
It's really good.
amazing. That's fantastic.
it's industrial. Like
Oh.
industrial, but
Yeah.
the end of it, yeah.
Yeah,
It's really good.
Dope.
that is super dope. Where did you get it? Industrial is
Industrial.com.
the manufacturer. Awesome. Okay. Yes, I might have to grab one of those because that's super rad.
Yeah, this is the like U-neck lady tee, but they have man tees too.
Manatees.
Manatee? Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
Manatees.
Manwich.
Oh, good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing? Kira, it's been a while since we've seen you because we had a nice 3-week break and then we played last week without you. So welcome back. Really happy to have you today.
Thank you. I'm happy to return with lots more money on my manor sheet.
You got rich. Because like we didn't have you around to like spend your money on improvements or anything. So we were just like, well, I guess we'll just put all the money in her thing. How much money do you have right now?
I don't know. I do see that there was a calamity last year, though. And
Yes, your what was destroyed? Your vineyard was destroyed in a fire.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
So sorry.
That was terrible.
The only thing left in your vineyard are dogs.
Vineyard destroyed, capital letters.
Yes. Yeah, it lasted 3 years.
I'm so sorry.
It's a good run, I guess.
If only you had a giant pile of gold with which to build another vineyard.
Like 5 vineyards. How many vineyards could you build? You could literally build 5.
I think I could right now. I have 66 pounds.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Libram?
65.75 Libram. And
Yeah,
like
That's like 60 more than me.
yeah, like 1 Libram is enough for like 100 commoners to live for a year or something like that. It's just a ridiculous sum of money.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm like Beyonce.
Basically, that's
Yeah.
probably exactly how all of your tenants view you. Oh, cool. What have you gotten up to? You were traveling a bunch and vacationing?
Yeah, no, I was traveling for work, and also I got a new tattoo.
No way.
Yeah, it's still healing. You probably can't see it on the screen. You can
Oh,
kinda
dang.
see.
Wow, that's nice.
It's got like a shell and some crystals.
Yeah.
Rad.
Yeah, it's a family tattoo. It's actually my first family tattoo, and I feel pretty cool about it.
That is pretty cool. No lie.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it feels like it feels Arthurian in some way. Like I kind of got like my shield symbol.
Yeah.
For real, yeah.
Heraldry.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I'm creating my own legend about my family, and this is the imagery behind it. It's pretty cool. I feel good about it.
That's awesome.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I've also been enjoying all of your Instagram updates of your snake.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's your snake's name?
He's a cute baby. He's the most handsome snake. His name, his name is Soul. It's SOL.
Soul. Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's like this bright orange color.
Yeah. Do you have like wild flowers in there? Like actual living plants?
No, they're all plastic, but you
Okay.
can. There's some people in the UK that do living vivariums,
Yeah.
and they put like beetles and stuff like in the tank with their snakes, and they just like regenerate the soil, and all the plants are alive. And
Wow.
I'm thinking about it.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I've always been really interested in paludariums, which are like vivariums, terrariums that are for marshlands. So it's like there's water but not filled, and then there's also a land-based section that is marshy, and they're gorgeous and filled with so many plants, and they look amazing.
That sounds awesome.
And apparently
Like,
Yeah, you're gonna put an X-wing little miniature half
yeah, Dagobah.
Yeah.
Eric,
Awesome.
there is one. There is one that a snake owner in my group made it like Dagobah.
Ah,
Like,
that's so
imagine-
good.
and they
That's
put
so
it, like,
good.
They did put the X-wing at the bottom, and it's crashed into the ground.
Yes.
That is excellent.
I want to meet this person. They're
Yeah.
so good. That's awesome.
I'll have to send you the link.
That's so good.
That's so
super
good. I'm
cool.
so glad someone did that.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That's my story.
That's a good story. I like that story. Eric, how are you? What have you been up to in the
Oh
last
man,
week?
Steven, I'm great, man. So I didn't get to play Mouse Card this week, but I started. It was the first time I streamed Kingdom,
Yeah?
Ben Robbins' Kingdom for the first time. Man, it was like this super long, slow boil about the space noir epic about this guy lying about to stay in power, and all these different forces trying to overthrow him, and then all these like rumors of an alien like thing coming in. It was perfect. It was awesome. It was like, okay, when are we doing season 2? Right? Like it was a really, really fun experience. So I'm glad I got to do that.
That sounds super dope. Was it on,
Yeah.
did you stream it?
Yeah, I streamed it for on Once Upon a Game. So
Awesome.
Yep, super excited about it.
Twitch.tv/Eric Vulgaris.
Yes.
Jess, how are you? Did you
good.
do anything cool this week?
Define cool.
Cool to you.
I spent the entire week playing Mass Effect, so
Yeah, all right, cool.
I'm thoroughly enjoying that.
Yeah,
Yes,
so like
it
I've
has
seen
some silliness.
I've seen so many
but-
people complaining about it, but then everybody I know who's actually playing it is just like, I love Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And apparently
I mean-
it's great.
And it's probably fair that I'm a fanboy and I liked it to begin with, and that's why I like it. But
But it's meeting your expectations.
it's addictive.
Yeah.
There's so much to do that you can't stop thinking about it.
Nice. Does it
So,
feel like the things
I'm
that
having a
you're
great
doing
time.
are like diverse and interesting, or is it like collect all the icons?
It's pretty diverse. There are definitely those tasks that are like, you need to scan 10 things
Right.
and bring them back to wherever. But I don't know. I haven't gotten very far yet. I'm only on like the second planet, so I can't really speak much for development.
Mm.
But I'm really enjoying the story. I think
That's
it's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. I've been playing the heck out of Horizon Zero Dawn. Because
Yeah,
I
that
really
looks
wanted,
cool too.
I wanted to get Zelda and I wanted to get a Switch, but by the time I got back from GDC, they were all gone. And I've
Yeah.
visited Best Buy 3 times, and they've always been sold out. And they're always like, "Oh, you should have come yesterday. We had them yesterday." And I was like, "Oh, blah 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 blah." Anyway, I bought Horizon Zero Dawn to try and hold off the need for Zelda, and it didn't work. But I'm playing it anyway. I have like really mixed feelings about the game, except that I can also very easily just like get into it and take my brain out and go chase icons and play a game for 5 hours, which I don't often do. So it's definitely working on a certain level,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's doing something.
Yep.
It's grabbing your attention.
Yes. So yeah, it's very fun and it's been reviewed very highly. So I'm enjoying it. But I'm doing the thing where I like analyze from a design perspective, so I think I will have interesting commentary to offer from that.
Excellent.
Good.
So looking
Commentary
forward
is
to
good.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Luke, how have you been?
Pretty good. Super busy with work stuff, not fun work stuff, but just work. But also super busy stuffing bags full of Vikings. I've been fulfilling inheritance, which involves pretty much sweatshop labor. I have dragooned all of Burning Wheel headquarters into stuffing cards into envelopes, stuffing envelopes into pouches, and stuffing pouches into bags.
Yeah.
It's if I could take the camera just around the corner, you would see that like the sweatshop table is all set up, waiting for the poor little creatures of Burning Wheel headquarters to come back and stuff bags. Every so often I look up and I just apologize to them. I'm just like,
I'm sorry.
I've made a mistake. I'm sorry. But we're almost there. We're about halfway through putting them all in the bags. So hopefully we'll start shipping in the next couple weeks. Yeah, and aside from that, I've been playing Long War 2, which I have a problem. I need to go to like Long War 2 Anonymous.
Yep, yeah. You've been talking this up, I think, every week that we've been playing this game.
Yeah, I need to. I have a problem. I swore I would quit because fuck that game, fuck RNGs, and just fuck everyone. But no, I'm back and I feel like I'm doing great, which means that I'm about to have my soul crushed.
Yep, you're moments away. And fuck games that don't explain the implications of their rules. Right? Yeah, you hate games like that, and you would never touch them. Certainly wouldn't play them for hundreds of hours.
Why do you mock me, sir?
This is universally true. The things we hate the most they also tend to be attached to the things that we love the most. Cool. Well, why don't we jump in and play some King Arthur Pendragon, huh?
Bring it!
It's gonna be a hell of a game today. We've got a battle that's supposed to go for 9 rounds, so we'll see if there's anybody still alive by the end of that time. So before we get started, what happened last week? Luke, Jess, Eric, what did you 3 get up to in the year 488?
Just some politics.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of politicking. Getting betrayed by my best friend a little bit, you know. Usual.
The continued rift in the families grows.
Oh wait, we're best friends. I didn't realize you slagged your best friends. In order to raise your own station.
Oh my God, what happened?
Oh man. So I think the situation that they're referring to is that the unexpected entry of Herethric into the wooing of the Lady Jenna. Earl Roderick's youngest young daughter, who is now of age and is beginning to take suitors.
You already had a wife and they died. Come on.
Wow.
You had your turn.
Whoa.
It's not fair. Just kidding.
And so as a part of this, actually, Eric, Nidian, what you asked someone. Who did you ask?
We asked the Green Knight actually for so we were scouting and reconnoitering before a battle, and we discovered the Green Knight was kind of in talks with Lady Elaine, right?
Yeah. Well, the Knight of Flowers.
Oh, the Knight of Flowers.
She's not the canonical Green Knight, but yes.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, the Knight of Flowers was the one who told me of. I asked her kind of randomly about where some of the prettiest flowers grow. Thinking about planning ahead for something I can give to Jenna, and then we hear about this rumor about behind a waterfall. There's this amazing flower that grows deep in this cave with like a single beam of sunshine coming down. And it's guarded by a terrible giant. So of course I promised that to Lady Jenna. So
yeah, you did in the Christmas court. You were like, I will bring you a flower. We had this amusing scene where there was like a long line of Jenna's suitors all lined up, and each of them was like, I'm going to do this. And Eric was like, I'll bring you a pretty flower. And then Herethric was like, I'm going to bring you the head of a giant.
No. I said that Nidian would also bring the head of a giant.
Yeah, right.
And then winked charmingly at Jenna, who, we had a connection.
Yeah, there was definitely a spark.
Whoa.
Yes. So this is the real what happened in the last episode. You also went and you met with Duke Gorlois of Cornwall because Uther was fixing to have a battle. So you went off, you met with him, you discovered that the Duchess Igraine had planned a subterfuge and had a second set of knights ready to flank from the forests. You brought that information back to King Uther, who was able to use the power of Excalibur to reveal the subterfuge and demoralize the enemy army. Gorlois and Uther had a quick powwow and decided that they would not fight, and that instead Gorlois would claim all of the land from here to the sea, quote unquote, to hold in the name of the king in return for his fealty. And that was the resolution last year. So, without any further ado, it's time for reading in funny accents.
What? Yeah.
Well, I'll say, isn't that Duchess really something? I've heard she was just a peasant girl who Gorlois picked up because of her beauty, you know. Beauty, huh? She's got a sharper head on her than Gorlois does, she does. I remember he didn't get half the respect he gets now before marrying that one. And she's from noble blood, going back 30 mothers. The queen of the land under the waves was her ancestors. That's where her political skill comes from. Oh, you lot, haven't we got more important things to talk about than the Duke and his fairy wife? That Saxon army, the one led by giants, is even closer. The king's so worried that he's brought his entire army here. Well, not just to guard us, you ninny. They're going to battle the Saxons and settle this once and for all. Don't you ever talk to anyone but us? Oh, of course I do. But don't you think it's dangerous? What if he loses? We've lost plenty of times before, you know. Lose, win, and then have knights killed, but don't lose the battle. How does that even work? Listen, darlings, I'm sure this will be the last one. All the dukes are here. By this time next year, we'll either be at peace or resting in it. But just go to mass and pray for our knights, instead of standing here and keeping us from talking about the Duchess. Did you see the embroidery on her dress? Yes.
I love it. I love the gossip. I love that turn so much.
Yeah. I had to rewrite a lot of the gossip as we're getting into important plot events, but it's fun.
Can it just be like throughout all the years, it's still the same people?
Yeah, exactly. They just get older and older.
Yeah. It's like the two peasants from the Hidden Fortress, or like C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah,
They give us the
yes.
I love it.
It's the C-3PO and R2-D2 of King Arthur Pendragon. Yes. So, the king has gathered his entire army here. Oh God. And there are approximately 2,000 knights and 5,000 footmen assembling. Some of them are here at court at Warwick in Wurensis. And some of them will be meeting the army at Lincoln and Lindsey. So, Kat, you're like getting
5,000?
tied up. 5,000 footmen, yes. 2,000 knights. It is a serious effort.
I mean, that's like twice as much as we had last time at the battle.
Yes, it is.
To give us a context, that's a lot. Wow.
That is a lot. It's basically everything that Uther can muster.
Yeah, literally
everything. At this point. I guess Earl Roderick comes to the four of you with Sir Elid in tow. And he says, Sir Knights, we've been called to gather at Lincoln in Lindsey. Will you join us and serve the king in battle?
Fuck yeah.
Of course.
Excellent. I will put the four of you under a unit commanded by Sir Lycus, who has excellent skill in battle. But Nidian, I know that you have proven quite skillful in the past. Perhaps you can lend him your aid and help him to make the correct decisions in the heat of the moment.
With pleasure.
Indeed. Very well.
Burn the boats, Nidian. Burn the boats.
We depart for Lindsey in 3 days' time. Make your preparations. Make sure that your squires are well fit. You'll be needing them on the battlefield.
Yeah, buddy. Walter.
Yeah. All right, excellent. Is there anything that you all want to do before you head to the battle?
I want to go visit my son.
Oh, yeah. Your son is currently staying with your mother. Yes?
Correct.
What's your son's name?
Hrothmund.
Hrothmund. Yeah, all right. Cool. What are you doing when you go visit your son? Just, telling him about his father and the glories that you're going to earn.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I go be a dad. I play with him, and I mean, we're in 490.
Yes.
So he's 4. Yeah.
Years old.
So I cut him I break a branch off and I cut him a wooden sword.
Yeah.
And let him beat me up with the wooden sword.
That's awesome. That's great. And you lose?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I let him slay the giant.
Okay, cool. I was gonna trying to maneuver over here to look at your traits and be like, do you need a check to humble for this or something? Modest, perhaps?
I am very modest.
Sure. Are you in front of anybody when you do this? Are you entertaining friends or something?
No, it would just be, if anyone, it would just be his mother. But I mean, Hrethric legitimately just wants to go spend time with his son before he dies.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. That's sweet. You need a check to sweet personality traits.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he's really excited. Of course, you spend most of the year, maybe not this year with him since he's living with his mother, and you're destitute on your farm, trying to get your manor back on track. But he's really excited to get to see you, and he always loves hanging out with his dad. And what does he look like? Like, what kind of hair does he have? What are his eyes?
Maybe Hrothmund takes a little bit after his mother, after Yvonne.
Okay. Yeah.
So
flaxen hair.
Yeah, so right, instead of Hrethrick's reddish, it's maybe more golden.
Actually, you know what? At 4 years old is probably a great time to answer the critical question about children in King Arthur Pendragon.
Well,
Is Hrothmund a knight or a steward?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we'll have to roll randomly.
Sure. Yeah. I don't think Hrethrick should be able to decide.
Yeah,
Dads don't get to pick.
indeed. This is the way that we've adjusted the gender roles in King Arthur Pendragon. Instead of you have a boy who is a knight or a girl who is a steward, we've separated those roles from gender. And you have either a boy or a girl, and either of them can be a knight or a steward. So this is also sort of what determines, oh my god, Kitsugi. Hold on. You okay? Yeah, there we go. You're fine. This is also what determines whether or not Hrothmund is a suitable heir for Hrethrick, or whether you need to be looking for other children to perform that role for you. So roll 1d6, and on an odd number, Hrothmund is a knight, and on an even number, Hrothmund is a steward.
3.
You have a strong young knight. He strikes back at you fiercely with the sword. He loves this kind of play. You know, he stands on top of you and he like jabs you in the chest a little too hard with the stick, and he goes, I've slain the giant. And he's just having the time of his life. So there you go. Young Hrothmund is a potential future playable character. You gotta go nap somewhere else, baby. Stop crawling all over my neck. Cool. What about the rest of you? Elaine, was there anything you wanted to do before this great battle?
Yeah, Elaine loves her people. She really wants to make them happy.
Yeah.
And I think she would like to throw some sort of like feast type
Awesome.
party hangout time for them.
Do your peasants have a hate of landlord?
They do.
Okay,
It's at
this
4.
might be the sort of thing that can reduce their hatred of their landlord.
Yeah, I was hoping to be able to do a concern
Yeah, cool.
roll.
So are you trying to trigger some specific mechanical thing you know about, or are you trying to figure out if there is something we can trigger for you?
The concern for my commoners roll.
So
I guess.
tell me what happens.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, got it. I wasn't sure if you were like, yes, you can roll a concern for your commoners and throw a thing, and then you reduce the hate.
No, I don't know.
I know that there
know.
is. Let's see if there's an appendix. Hate of landlord. Where is it? It's not in the index. That's great.
Oh no. Is it under manor?
I'm sure. So, gaining glory for land, hospitality, commoners, commoner class, manorial specialists. Retinue, professionals for hire, soldiery, your peasants. New passion, hate of landlord. Commoners do the hard work and heavy work, and the knight doesn't, etc., etc.
Yes.
Starting value, increasing the hate.
Seems legit.
How much hate? The squeeze. Improving relationships. A landlord probably wants to reduce his or her peasants' hate. Content commoners work harder, cheat less, and generally cooperate for the mutual benefit of themselves and the landlord. You can replace structures, add developments. You can run a justice event. You can reduce taxes, which will also reduce your income. Generosity is simply spending money on the peasants. It costs 10 librum to alter hate landlord by 1 point.
Yeah. No. What do I look like?
Yeah, I think what you want to do is actually run a justice event. Is like the thing that's the most available to you.
Yeah. What is that?
So, one of the most important jobs of the landlord is to make judgments when the peasants have a complaint, either against each other, against a neighbor, or against the landlord.
Oh, okay.
Intervention is entirely voluntary on the part of the knight. One attempt may be made per year. Yes, we can use the double D20 method to determine the difficulty of the case and the arguments of the plaintiffs. And then we roll an opposed resolution of your justice trait against this result.
Oh shit!
And I think you could probably roll your concern my commoner's passion if you wanted to like bring that passion to bear. But of course, if you fail, you might go running into the woods.
Oh no, that's true. You could fumble and
Yeah.
I mean, let's do it.
All right. So roll your concern my commoners.
All right. All right.
Oh,
yes.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. So let's see.
Exactly what I was hoping for.
You do not feel terribly moved by whatever's going on. So let's see. Wow. Okay. So the case is quite an easy one. It's something super frivolous, like Commoner A believes that the tree growing on their property. Or the tree growing on their neighbor's property is like encroaching onto theirs, and so they've taken an axe and they've just cut off most of the branches of the tree on their side of the property. And this other peasant has come to you and is like, "Hey, they chopped all the branches off my tree," and you're finding it really hard to care.
You're like a town hall meeting.
Yeah. This is basically you being like the homeowners association. It's literally like you've received like 15 passive aggressive emails.
In the suburbs.
So actually, behind the scenes for all of our viewers at home, this happened to my parents when I was like 4 years old.
Yeah,
our neighbors just grabbed a chainsaw and cut all the branches off of the tree growing onto their property. So
petty.
Yes,
so petty.
It's incredibly petty. So the difficulty of the case was a 5, and the arguments of the plaintiff rolled a 15, so they utterly failed to make any kind of convincing argument. So all you need to do is succeed on a justice test. Of course, your justice is at a -5 because you don't care because you failed your concern of your commoner's roll. But if you succeed, you will reduce the hate of your landlord. So go for it.
Oh my god! All right.
King Arthur Pendragon is the best game. Oh, you failed.
No.
On a failure, you increase the hate of landlord by 1 point.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I just wanted to throw a party.
Too poor for a party, so I had to
Like the whole-
listen to people bitch about trees.
Yeah.
So, like, what judgment do you render in this case that makes your peasants hate you so much more? Because that's the equivalent of like giving them 10 librum, or like the inverse of that.
10 librum of hate.
Right.
It would have to be something that made both of the parties hate me.
Yeah.
Chop the tree down.
I'm burning down the tree. Oh no, your home's accidentally caught on fire. Not my problem.
I mean, yeah, definitely burn the tree.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, the tree has to go
Okay. Yeah.
for sure.
Nice.
Does it you chop the tree down and it falls onto the other person's house or something and crushes their house?
I mean, I hope not.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe you just tear up the
That
tree,
was an
but then
ancestral tree. It's
Right.
in his family for 30 generations.
Yeah, it was like a 300-year-old tree.
yeah, I feel like the tree probably has some sort of like maybe pagan ritual significance that like only the people living right next to it really know about, but and therefore you didn't, so you just like tore it down, and then you left like the hole in the ground or like the stump just like sticking there, like looking like terrible.
You
Right.
paved paradise and put up a parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I take the firewood for myself.
Yeah. Cool. All right, go ahead and increase your peasant's hate of your landlord by 1 point.
I'm so
Does
sorry,
my concern
Elaine.
go down then?
So sorry.
No, well,
No.
your concern doesn't change because your concern is normal, but when you roll it at the end of the year, it automatically subtracts the hate of your landlord. It's already calculated in, so it's fine. But yes, it does make your concern my commoners roll harder at the end of the year. Nidian! What terrible thing do you want to do?
Well, hopefully it's not terrible. Yeah, unlike our rhetoric, I am not concerned with my family. I am all about the business right now, and so I'm
Yes.
trying to do whatever I can to suck up to Earl Roderick and Uther
Yeah.
and get in on that war council and seeing what I can do to contribute.
Yeah.
I'm doing everything I can to play this game that way.
I guess that would be like a courtesy to Earl Roderick roll.
Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense. In fact,
you-
can I
Do you have a
passion?
passion? Yeah, that you want to bring to bear.
Can I do my loyalty to my lord?
Yes.
Man, because this is a huge deal, right? Like Uther has summoned all bannermen, like everyone they can muster, and so I want to do such a good job for Roderick. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to him. Boy, this is maybe like before like they have like a council meeting or something like that. So this is gonna be me kind of like pleading with him to like take me with you. And I crit it.
Oh, nice. So your loyalty to Lord increases by 1 for the crit.
Oh, perfect. I'm like,
And you get a plus 20 to your skill.
okay. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I go up to Earl Roderick, right? And how many days out are from the battle and stuff are we?
We're 3 days out from the battle.
3 days out, right?
So he's probably talking with Sir Elid and Sir Lycus, and
Yeah.
you know that he wanted you to help Sir Lycus with the battle planning. So Sir Lycus sees you, he says, "Nidian!" and he goes to like bear hug you. What do you do?
Awesome. I'm like holding a bunch of papers that I've been like sketching a diagrams of like plots and
Cool.
schemes for the battle, and so like he hugs me and they just go everywhere.
I think we probably see that thing where like there's a table in the foreground, and so Lycus like tackles you, and both of you go down, and then there's just papers that come flying up from under the table.
Like Lycus is like a big guy, right? And like I'm pretty scrawny, like I'm like lean, right?
Yeah.
And and he just bear hugs me and just I'm like, oh okay, Lycus, how's it going?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, to get tackled and we just see the papers shuffle off.
Yeah,
And-
I think Sir Lycus, he even
I'm so
sees
happy,
you,
yeah.
and he sees some of like the drawings and diagrams on the
Yeah.
papers, and he picks
like,
them
"Oh,
up, and
what's
he's like, "What is this? What is this?"
Yeah. Oh, I've just been I have been so excited about this battle. I haven't been able to sleep. I've been spending my nights by candlelight. This battle is on my brain. I have a couple ideas about what we can do.
Yeah, he laughs. He gives a great roar of a laugh, and he claps you on the shoulder and says, Rod, come over here. See these battle plans. And he holds them out for Earl Roderick, who takes them from him, and he begins looking them over.
So is this actually be courtesy or battle?
Whichever one you want.
I'd rather do courtesy because I want to get that level.
Yeah, totally. Well, like, if you think like the right way to approach the situation is to be polite.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
noble
I'm going to be very much like if I might humbly put forward, I have a couple ideas. Let's say a couple. I have like a Leslie note, like binders and binders,
Yes, right.
contingency plans.
I'm imagining Nidian literally walking with a 3-ring binder.
Yeah, just of all these different ideas of what we can do to succeed and crush the Saxons. 28.
Good God! So that's a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you approach him in the most effective and noble of ways. And he actually he turns to Sir Elid and Sir Lycus, and he says, "Please, sirs, would you leave me with Nidian so that he and I may speak privately about these matters? I would like to hear his frank opinions."
You honor me with such the opportunity to discuss this with you.
Yeah. He nods. He says, "Well, I appreciate seeing one of my knights take such a keen interest in helping win glory for their king. So, tell me about your plans. And the two of you start going over them. If you want, you can roll your battle just to see if you get like extra kudos here.
Yeah, do I get a 20 as well?
By the way, you should gain 5 glory for approaching Roderick in such a courteous fashion in front of Sir Lycus and Sir Elid.
Oh, nice. Humble brag.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, so is this a battle roll then?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I get the 20?
Yep, you get the plus 20 to that as well.
Yep.
Good God, so you credit. So first of all, make sure that you're checking. Give yourself a check to courtesy in battle. Yep, that's good. Yeah. He nods. I have a question for those of you. Is one of you hearing music?
Oh, sorry. It's welcome to New York.
It's a neighbor of yours.
It's probably a car
outside
on the street. Yeah.
All right, cool, good deal.
Sorry.
No problem. Maybe you can just like click mute for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I don't. Where's my mute? Anyway, it's gone.
Yeah,
and now
I think we're good. All right, awesome. Cool. So you've granted a check to courtesy and a check to battle. So the two of you sit down and you begin poring over battle plans, and you don't emerge from the room for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm counting skills. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3. 33. Okay, cool. Roll 1d33. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15. Yeah. Heraldry is such a boring one. He turns to you at the end and he says, Nidian, I've known you for many years, and you're an upstanding lad who comes from a great family background. I know that joining your family to mine would be a great benefit to both of us. I've seen that you've expressed an interest in my daughter, the Lady Jenna. She has mentioned you to me. She's mentioned specifically that she is curious about your hunting skill. It is a pastime that she enjoys greatly. I advise you to see if you can find common ground in this area.
Thank you. I will be sure to do that as soon as we are done and whipping up these stacks and nobodies.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, the two of you take off and you feel the sense of pride at serving your lord well.
Yeah.
Jenna likes hunting.
Yes.
Cool. And Dwinwin, was there anything you wanted to get up to before the battle?
What I forget what Eric, were you gonna say something?
I'm just joking about, like, I'm now imagining the game show and being like, tell me, Bachelor number 1, we are out in the woods. He attracts 3 paw prints with these claws. What do you do? Sorry.
It's the Arthurian Bachelorette. I'm into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, that's awesome. I think what season is it? Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it's late spring.
Season 1.
Season 1?
Boo.
No, Luke doesn't like it. I'm actually watching the Great British Bake Off right now, so I'm rolling the
Oh, it's a good bake.
Okay, anyway. I think that I'm probably at home, or Dwinwin is probably at home overseeing the rebuilding of her burnt vineyard. And since it's spring, it's perfect. It's a symbol of rebirth and rebuilding. And so maybe we're like, she's just spending a morning with her family.
Cool.
And like celebrating whatever pagan holiday it is, breaking some kind of bread.
I mean, that might be like Ostara, for example.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's leaving out some, or like baking fairy breads or something to leave outside, or
Yeah, cool. Love it.
something family-ish and paganish.
Why don't you test your love of family?
Okay. Where is that?
I think it is a passion. So on the stats page. Yeah, love of family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
And this doesn't really count as a passion roll because you're not invoking it to do anything. I just want to see, like, I think it's really great that you've decided you're going to go spend time with your family, and I want to give you the opportunity to gain a check for it. Okay, awesome. Yeah, you spent a really nice time with the Lady Adwin, and we need to give a name for your lover.
I know, he's just like our potential baby daddy.
Yeah, exactly. Baby daddy and
Baby daddy.
let's see. Old English names.
Yeah, like maybe someone starts with an L. I don't know.
Starting with an L.
Loric, Luthien.
Luthien.
I don't know. I suck at names sometimes.
Male or female?
Male,
dude.
right?
Not any good L names.
Leighton, Leland.
Bradward, Colin, Better.
Lester.
Lewid?
Lyndon.
Llewellyn.
Llewellyn.
Lelyn.
Llewellyn?
Llewellyn,
The
yeah.
guy's name?
Oh,
Yep, totally.
Let's do that.
All right, awesome.
And then it'll be like all of the witch books that I read when I was a teenager.
Excellent. Let's see. On people, I'm going to add Llewellyn. Llewellyn or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brr.
Oh no, their names rhyme.
Lady Adwin and Llewellyn. Oh my.
That's okay. We can remember them that way.
It's true. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Just a nice family time.
Excellent. Good. Okay. So, yeah, you all ride out and you gather in Lincoln, at Lincoln in Lindsey. Let's see if we can find where that is. Whoops, that's not the one I want. I want this one.
The Park
I
of
want
Lincoln.
you over here also.
Oh no.
So I'm fairly certain this is, it's a ways to the north near Malahote. Yes, here we are. Lindsey, Lincoln, the city down here. So you're all gathering here. I'll just ping so you all get to see it very easily. You're all gathering here, and King Uther is wandering with his advisors, Brastius, Ulfius, and Madoc, his son. And he's saying things like, "There has never been a stronger army for battle. We're going to strike and destroy them this year. We are ready. They are impatient. Fight bravely, Sir Knight. Your day is dawning." So yes, now that you're here, you can see easily double, probably over double the number of knights and far, far more footmen than Uther was able to muster last year. And the reason for it is obvious. As soon as you see, would all of you give me a recognize roll? Or recognize.
Is that just a skill?
Yes.
Better recognize. My loyalty doesn't factor into this, right?
No, it's been too long now.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Oh wow, yeah. So Elaine, you're the first one to notice as soon as you write up. There are pennants mixed in with Uther's pennants of a number of dukes, but especially of Duke Gorlois of Cornwall. You see his flags waving above the army, and given that he had a larger army than Uther last time, it's clear that his contribution to the battle is significant. And then, of course, the rest of you a little bit later, you actually see Gorlois walking with the king and the other dukes discussing the plans of battle. Earl Roderick is there proposing a specific kind of maneuver that Nidhi and you overhear very briefly came from your conversations with him. Yes. All right. So, here we are on the battlefield.
Scared.
Oh yeah, it is time to be scared.
9 rounds of battle is a lot.
It is a lot. HP current.
I think we've only done 4 so far.
We did 5 the last time, I think. I think it was
Okay.
5. So Ivan is not dead or unconscious yet. Oh, but Ivan is dead. Ivan is gone. Goodbye, Ivan.
He's very dead.
Yes.
Oh no.
He's with the
Actually,
fairies now.
we need to have something of his legacy returned for us. HP current. There we go. Cool. Dwinwyn, it looks like you might have a wound on your character sheet that you'll want to remove.
Oh, weird.
So,
I wonder what that was from.
cool.
Oh, yeah, 3 points.
There you go. And then we'll grab
Goodbye.
Elaine. Bring her right onto the table. There we go. All right, beautiful. Everybody's here, well rested. Okay, so I've taken the liberty of making notes in the Book of Battle in order to help this go smoothly. So each of you will see on the right-hand side of the screen we're currently looking at. There are 5 sheets on the right-hand side. There's a leader's battle record, and then 4 players' battle records. So you 4 will be the players. Let's see. I'll just grab character tokens. Copy, paste. Cool. And we'll bring you 4 over here. So let's see. I'm going to put Nidian at the top. Oops.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You're up here. And then we'll do Dwinwyn second. And then Elaine third. And then Hrethric fourth. And these tokens are just to remember whose sheet is whose. Good. So, quickly, in Roll20, you can go into the upper left where there's a little paintbrush. You mouse over the paintbrush and you see draw shape, freehand, polygon line, and text. Grab a text for yourself and write in. The battle is the Battle of Lindsey. So I'll write that in the leader's battle record. Battle of Lindsey. Excellent. And the date is the year 490.
Battle of Lindsey. I think you're getting the text lined up.
Yep. Cool. All right, so make a note of any mandatory passions or very important passions. So, for example, all of you should put your hate of Saxons and the value on the passions line. So let's see.
Saxons. 11. Not very good.
Would loyalty to our Lord and stuff matter as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see. Leader's battle record. The size of the battle is actually small. It is a small battle on the grand scale of battles. It's going to go for 9 rounds. The enemy is Octa and Eosa, the Saxons. And the place is at Lindsey.
I imagine a like Shadow of Mordor Nemesis like system of like we see them like the first time we meet them.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Zooms in and gives the animations of Octa.
Octa.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the enemy army commander is Octa. And his battle skill is 19.
Fuck.
No. Pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The player army commander is Uther. And his battle skill is 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Good job, Uth.
1 point higher.
My boy Oof.
The player unit commander is Sir Lycus. And his battle skill is 18. Wonderful. All right, let's start with the bookkeeping. So, step 1, we will determine our player knight status, which is on page 25. I will tell you any important information. So, all of you are attached, which means nothing special, so that's great. You are all mounted, and you are all armed with a specific weapon. Would each of you tell me if you are not using a lance, Hrethric?
Not using a lance.
Okay, cool. But the rest of you all on lances, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Oh, make sure you write down your squire's name and age on your battle record sheet down there where it says squire. Because your squire's squire skill is equal to their age. I think they're probably all 19 or 20 by now, which is
19,
great.
yeah.
They're going to be really helpful.
Oh yeah. Boot up one more.
Yep.
Dope.
Exactly. Cool. All right. Good. Next. Opening army intensity is always 20. So, you don't have to worry about this right now. This is for the leader. Opening army intensity is 20. Starting conditions, which is on page 19, are things like if your army is superior, you get a -5, +5 on their side. If you outnumber them, you get a -5, +5. So Uther's army is obviously a superior army. So that gives a -5 to the starting conditions, which is only something I need to worry about. So I'll write that down in both of these places. -5. Cool. And then we need to check and see if there are any battle events that are currently happening at the start of the battle. So, Nidian, would you please roll 3d6 -10?
Whoa.
Okay, no problem.
And you want to roll low. Rolling low is very good for you.
0.
0. Okay. So yeah, the situation of the lines seems very even to you. It doesn't look like you're either outnumbering them. It doesn't look like your morale is better. But you're both like neck and neck. You see the Saxons on the enemy side all like psyching themselves up and breathing heavily and sharpening their weapons. On your side, all of the knights, their horses are prancing a little bit, stamping the ground, breathing heavily. They're ready. The battle looks as such. The center is led by King Uther, and he's divided his people into esquilles. So you're in one esquile led by Sir Lycus. On the right flank of your battle line is Duke Ulfius with a battle skill of 10, and on the left flank is Duke Gorlois with a battle skill of 14. You and your friends are faced off in the center against King Octa himself, leading the center. On the right flank, you're facing Eosa the Giant with a battle skill of 15. And on the left flank, would each of you give me another recognize roll?
Pass.
Nice. Check it out. Cool.
Oh!
Yeah, nice. Ooh. So Kira has no idea, but Hrethric and Nidian are both able to inform Elaine and Dwinwyn that there's a man named Eomund who is leading a contingent of Germans on the left flank, allied with the Saxons.
The Germans.
Yes, Uther has superior troops. However, at the start of the battle, Merlin rides to the fore and he raises his hands to the sky. And you all feel like the hairs stand up on the back of your neck and a cold wind rushes across the battlefield. And a dark storm cloud forms in the air above you, and then it thunders. A great raven flies down through the clouds as if it's being chased by something, and you see feathers flying up behind it, and then a lightning bolt strikes out of the heavens, and the raven vanishes in a puff of black feathers. And you see the entire Saxon army sort of like, they look to the sides and they look at each other. They all sort of step back one pace, shocked at the omen that Merlin has called forth. King Octa is having a reduction to his first battle roll as a consequence of the omen at the start of the battle. So,
Same.
the battle events, as we have just determined, are a 0. Whoops, that's not what I want. Text. Good.
Oh, wait.
And I think that does not need to be accounted for you all. Nope, not yet.
Oh.
So, I'm doing some bookkeeping work because soon it will be one of your turn to be the leader, and it will be nice to know exactly what all of this is. So, the army intensity is the sum of all of those numbers, which means that for the first charge, the army intensity is currently at 15, with the 20 starting -5 for the starting conditions of Uther's army being better equipped. So, you're not in any special terrain, so there is no special terrain modifier. You're in Battle Zone 5. You're completely disengaged. Oh, yes. You're in Battle Zone 5, but... right. Okay, right. I guess you're in the second rank, actually, is where you start. So I'll move you up to the second rank. Because, yeah, of course, you're not engaged yet, so that's how it goes. And Elaine, 27. Good. Dwinwin is at 27 as well. Good. Just checking hit points. Okay, so the first charge intensity is 15 plus 5 is 20 minus 20, which means that the first charge intensity is 0, which is good. Lower numbers are safer. All right. So, unit intensity. And that is a value that you all will want to track. Unit intensity for this round is 0. The commander's orders, aka your maneuver, is a charge. You are charging into the enemy. So now, we make an army commander roll, opposed check. So, Nidian, would you roll 1d20 less than 20?
Yeah, for Uther?
For Uther. And I will roll 1d20 less than 14 for Octa. Ooh, wow.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Just
you win.
13
All right.
versus 12.
So let's see.
Get it, Uther.
32. Good. Right, so you win the first charge bonus, which is just a +5, I think. Let's see. Somehow
It's reflexive though. +5, -5.
Yeah, good.
What does that mean?
Bring that weak shit into this house, Octa.
That means that you all will get a +5 in your first round, and the enemy will all get a -5.
That's so good.
And it's a bonus to Lance specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good. So the battle roll result is a win.
Yeah. And we have 9 rounds, guys. We have to keep by the way, like we have to keep our intensity down. Like that's how we lose.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so intensity going up. If intensity hits 40, I think that means that your allied army routs. And if intensity is 0, that means that the enemy army routs.
Yeah. How do we control that?
Winning battles.
Being good at role-playing games.
Yep. Winning battles affects the intensity of the army.
It's sheer dumb luck.
It can also be affected by narrative things that happen over the course of the battle. So it really is highly luck-based. Okay. So let's see. Page 94. We're going to determine your first enemy. Who are you facing off against? Dwinwin. Would you roll 1d6 plus 14? Roll low.
Oh my God.
Come on, get 20. Get 20.
Hey, look at that! A 15. All right.
It's the peasant!
You see one peasant with a stick in front of you.
Run! Run!
Luke, you predicted it accurately.
No. It's not nearly that bad. You're just facing some veteran elite Hjorthignites.
Oh,
okay.
Wait, it gets worse from here?
Yeah. No, actually, so because you all are on the front, the enemy has also placed their best fighters on the front row of their army. So the first charge is always charging against what the best of the enemy has to offer. And now it's veteran elite Hjorthignates. So
this is cool. This is fine.
All right, well, here's a place we can catch some ransom if we can win a roll.
Yes. So, I've written it down under the leader's battle record up here. Enemy unit, veteran, elite, Hjorthignites. Feel free to paste that into the enemy field of your own sheets, and the glory for winning this round of battle will be 15.
Yeah.
So just put in parentheses 15.
15.
Let's
All
see.
right. These guys aren't all that.
No, we got this.
No, this is fine. Fine.
Bring it on.
Cool.
How do you copy that? Okay.
Excellent. Cool. I think somebody is typing on the Game Master's battle record, actually.
I'm trying to copy what you wrote.
Okay, cool.
Oh, am I?
I think you might be.
Sorry.
Jess. So just move those things over to your sheet.
It is I,
Yes.
the game master.
All right. Good. So, what are they armed with?
Anger.
Lightsabers.
Yep. They're armed with a two-handed spear, a great spear actually, which I think negates their -5.
Are they mounted?
No, they are not.
All right.
Yay!
Then we still get a +5, guys.
Yeah, so total with the first charge bonus, you get a +5 to lance. For being mounted, you get a +5 to your first attack, no matter what it is. So Hrethric, you're looking at a +5. The rest of you are looking at +10s. So here comes the charge. Yeah, I guess we'll just have each of you encounter one. So their skill with the Great Spear is 20. So hang on. Before we do anything, each of you must roll your Hatred of Saxons.
Wait, I don't have to roll my hatred of Saxons. I only have a 14.
Yes, if it's 16 or higher, you must roll your Hatred of Saxons.
Oh. I only have an 11.
Okay. You still may
Wait.
if you wish to.
I would like that bonus potential.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna do it.
So yeah, those of you who want to, go ahead.
No.
Ah, Kira! Oh no! Oh
Yeah,
no!
okay.
That means you're at a -5.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No problem.
You hate them so much, you're just like shaking a lot, and the point of your lance is going all over the place.
Oh, thank God.
All right, cool. Nidian's got that +10. Elaine, do you want to check your Hatred of Saxons here?
I guess so.
What's your hatred of Saxons?
12.
No, don't do it. It's a
Okay.
trap. It's a trap.
You're pounding across
Don't
the
listen to
ground,
him.
and you
Do it.
see them bracing with
Do
their
it.
great
So big.
spears.
I mean, when I
Okay.
have a good chance at rolling well, I fail. So I feel like
Elaine, do it.
No.
Do it. Do it. Burn the ships. Do it.
It's up to you.
Come on.
It is up to you,
No,
Jess.
it's totally up to you.
I believe in you.
nope.
Oh no! That's
damn
-5
it.
for Elaine as well.
But we're just
You have
we're
9
good.
rounds. Yeah.
Okay, so that gives you a total of +5. So
It's okay. Maybe you can do loyalty to your lord or something later on when you're like saving Roderick after he gets in deep or something.
Or
So-
my loyalty to Nidian.
Yeah. There you go.
Hell
Like where
yeah.
your head's at. Like where your head's at. Let's do it.
Loyalty to family. We're all protecting our families here, right?
That's true.
Oh,
So
what are
low.
they rolling?
Oh,
Those are-
wow.
what the hell?
Those are really low rolls. All right, so these are the rolls for the veteran elite Hjorthignites that you all are meeting on battle. So Elaine, roll your lance skill, which might also be your Kimric spear expertise. But you get a +5. So you're rolling versus a 20. So remember here, you have +5 for being mounted, and you have +5 for being for the first charge bonus. So
Right.
actually, Elaine,
And then-
you get +10, which means
Well,
that you
and then
crit.
-5.
Minus
'cause
five.
I
But
failed
But that's still
the Saxon
21.
roll.
But that means that's still a net of 21 though. So
Yeah. No, you're right. But it's +5 to the skill, not to the result. So
Oh,
she's testing against a 20, so she got a 16 out of 20, which means it's a success, but only a
Right.
success. However, you did beat the one that your Hjorthignite rolled, so you win. So roll your damage.
Cool.
So it's horsey damage.
Sorry. Damage.
Should be.
It's under your- yeah, you got it.
6. Yeah.
18.
18.
Okay.
So let's see.
That beats his armor.
Knock
Probably.
down.
My second monitor is not working, so I have like 500 things open.
Yeah, no, that's
Oh
impossible.
no!
18. All right, yeah, you strike a hefty blow against the Hjorthignite that you met in combat. Nidian, roll your spear expertise,
With pleasure.
and remember
so I'm
your
getting a
bonuses.
total- Yeah, so a total for me is plus 20.
Yes,
Or-
indeed.
Yeah, total.
You
Good.
crit, so make a check to your spear expertise.
And I will do crit
And
damage.
do crit damage.
Wow. Wow.
Oh wow, oh, cool. I have normal, great weapon, dagger, and javelin, but so it's just normal. Oh, only 19.
Wow, dang. Huh.
Wow, look at that roll though. Look at that. It's
Yeah.
garbage.
That's a
It's like
statistically
flashes.
lower roll. Yeah, okay, so you strike a hearty blow. You deal a solid strike against your opponent. Hrethric, roll yours. Oh, nice. 16. Solid defense.
Right.
So roll your damage as well.
Yep. Oh right. I can just use the damage function now.
Yes.
Ooh.
27. That's
Hi.
incredible.
Hi, I'm Hrethric.
Yeah, so Hrethric, you just eviscerate one of these people as you ride past with your great axe. And Dwinwin, roll yours as well.
I'm at a plus 10, is that right?
You have a cumulative of +5 because you have
Okay.
a -5 because you're demoralized because you're facing Saxons.
So angry.
Oh no! Ah!
Oh, crit fumble.
Yes, so you fumble. So the
Wait, dude, did you just roll
Hjorthignite.
two 20s in a row?
No?
Didn't you also do that for the recognize as well? That was the last roll
Yeah,
you rolled?
yep, yeah.
Boy, your dice are... Oh, I'm sorry. That's why. Like,
If
oh.
only this were D&D.
You
Yeah.
catch the foul end of a Hjorthignite's great spear. Oh, taking 19 damage. Now remember,
Okay.
your armor soaks a significant portion of that. So I think you have 16 points of
16.
armor.
Yeah.
So it
Wow.
leaves you taking a wound of 3 points.
Okay.
However, we do need to test your horsemanship to see if you stay mounted.
It's fine, I got this.
I believe in you. Don't roll a 20.
I have thighs of steel. Is it horsemanship +5 or just like...
No, it is just
Okay.
horsemanship.
Okay, here we go.
You made it. You're still mounted.
Okay, I got this.
That's good. All right, you're fine. Okay, so each of you on your character sheet, please write down your personal melee results. So, for example, not on the character sheet, but on the battle record. So, Nidian, you won. So, melee results win.
Oh, thank you. I will do that.
Dwinwin, you lost. So, melee results lose.
Nidian, you should note that you crit though, because that gives you a glory bonus.
Cool. Yeah,
Cool.
totally. So yes, Elaine, your melee result was also a win. Yeah, so that's good.
Sorry, guys. Our
It's all
unit
right.
intensity is going up.
So
I don't know.
It's all right. Next round. Next round.
win, loss.
Okay.
That's great. That means that the unit result comes out to be. Oh, let's take a look. It's good for you. I think it's a triumph.
Okay. Yay.
Yeah, that's really, really good. But I need to find the page that actually says it. Yes, the unit results.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, nope. Nope, not quite. It's just a win. Cool. Yeah, so that means that those of you who gain, who won, gain ×1 glory for the round. If you gain a critical result, like you did, Nidian, that gives you ×2 glory for the round. And if you lost, like Dwinwin, that's ×1/2 glory for the round. So let's see, where is Dwinwin's sheet? I'll just mark that down. Melee results busted. I love that she wrote busted. So
The result is ×2.
for you,
Nice.
yes.
Your unit result, is, or your melee result is win times 2.
Yes. And the unit results is a win. So you can all write in a win next to unit results.
I'll take the W.
All right, only 8 more of those.
Yep.
I'm probably just being stupid, but I can't edit this battle record.
Oh no, you cannot edit
No,
the battle record.
you
You
have to-
have to. Yeah,
So
you
where
have
am
to
I typing
go.
all of this?
You have to go into the upper left corner on the I button.
Yeah.
Right.
And click the text, and then you can write text
Manually.
in over top.
This isn't form fillable. You have to just do it yourself.
I know, but if I open it, I can literally only zoom in on it. I don't have the
Oh,
ability
so
to
hang on.
pop it out.
Close anything on your screen, because that's not what we are looking at right now. Actually, it is just the background of Roll20. I have a player's battle record down here for you. Whoops.
Oh.
Actually, that's not yours. It's this one.
But yeah.
I understand.
Yes. So let's
Thank
see.
you.
For you, the unit intensity was 0.
Sorry. Yeah.
The commander's orders were charge. The enemy was veteran elite Jorthignids.
Yeah, I was trying to like pop out the sheet from the sidebar, and it's like I can't
And
type.
glory was 15. Yes. Unit results was a win. Cool.
I have everything really small, so
Yeah. Well, if
I
you're
didn't
if you're
see it.
only using one monitor, yeah,
Yeah.
that's very challenging.
Sorry.
So are we?
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So now we need to make a squire roll to see what your squire does in this round of battle,
Cool.
and then we'll be into round 2.
Don't you die on me, Tom Cruise.
Is this
Don't die on me.
is this Squire skill?
Good.
Yes.
So I raised my Squire skill according to my Squire aging meter.
Age.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, that is
Okay.
correct.
Do the Squires get first charge bonus and all that other stuff?
So let's see. You make an unopposed squire roll. So no, there's no like first charge or anything. It's just a straight test of the skill.
Pass.
So Nidian and Luke or Hrethric, you both can write success.
I would just do it.
Elaine, you also got a success, and Dwinwin, perfect, you got a success. So your squires are all unharmed and still with you. Each of your squires can do one action. So he or she can give you a new spear, lance, or sword, or preferred weapon. The squire carries one spare of each. So, for example, Dwinwin, your lance broke because you did an odd amount of damage.
Oh
Oh no, sorry. That was actually it was the enemy's spear broke. Luke, you were using
No, mine
an
broke.
axe.
Yep.
Yeah, Nidian, your lance broke. So
Fuck.
your
Lance!
squire has an extra
Lance!
lance, and he hands it straight to you. He can get off his horse and give it to his or her knight. You can give the horse to the knight and climb up behind him. You can dismount and retrieve an unconscious or dead knight's body or something similar. I don't think any of those apply, so we'll move right on into round number 2. So,
The good lance this time, not that plywood one.
All right.
So again, as most of you are attached knights, none of you currently have a place to record the intensity calculations. So this is just the leader doing things. So that was a win. So the unit results:
Boy, that's not a word. Okay.
win.
You spelled that.
Casualties none. Modifier none. Final army intensity is still 20. So round 2. Last round's army intensity was 20. So, Nidian, please roll 3d6 minus 10. Actually, no, wait. I'm going to go the other way. So, Hrethric, please roll 3d6 plus minus 10.
Hrethric.
Don't
Roll low.
Wait. Yeah.
Actually, no,
kidding.
roll high. Roll high, dude. Let's take on some big guys.
yeah.
Come
No.
on.
After you, Nidian. After you. Negative
Minus
1.
1. Very nice.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, let's see what the battle event for that is. Battle events, page 28. Okay, yes, so the enemy is at a standstill. It could go either way. It's a little hard to tell. There's a lot of back and forth. You're really in the thick and the crush of it. So, army intensity. Right. Army intensity is a total of 19. So I'll write that down. 19. Terrain modifier is 0. You're not in any special terrain. You're in the very center. You're in zone 5, which is over on the left-hand side. The killing zone.
Yes, the killing zone.
Your battle zone is giving you a +10. Your unit cohesion, which we need to figure out. Unit cohesion is on page 30.
We're cohesive. We're a good team.
Yeah.
I think you are normal, which means there's no change. So unit cohesion is 0. So therefore, the unit intensity is a 29. Whew.
Wait, we went. Like, wow.
Yeah. That's your unit intensity, not armament intensity. That's just how hot the fighting is for you right where you are.
Wow.
So now, Sir Lycus, he scans the surroundings. You've struck into the army. You had a fierce charge against some veteran elite Hjorthignites. Now you've rallied, and your unit is looking for the next charge.
Yeah.
So this is an opposed test. Yes.
Aha.
So I will roll for the unit intensity, and I need Elaine. Would you roll 1d20 plus 18, or not 1d20, 1d20 less than 18, and this represents Sir Lycus's battle roll.
Less than 18.
Good.
Ooh, not so good. Oh wow, damn. Okay, so the battle roll result is actually a loss. Loss. So let's see what that means as far as maneuvers that are available to you. Unit maneuver. Page 32. All right. So this is a partial success. Right, okay. So I'm going to pop this out, and Nidian, you can actually help decide what Lycus wants to do here. So, show to players. This is the maneuver choices table, so we've run a partial success.
Our current unit, sorry, I was muted. Our current unit intensity is 29, right?
Yes.
From last round? Okay.
Yeah.
So we can
probably, yeah.
we can canter back so you all can get another charge with your lances and try that again. Because we don't. There's nothing. Stephen, correct me if I'm wrong. There's no nobody's fleeing or anything like that, right?
No.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess the only other result there is really stand fast and just try to fight out around with our swords and axes.
Yeah.
No, I think we're going to come back in with another charge.
So you're going to pull back and then charge?
Correct.
Actually, hang on. Is this a partial success?
What did we roll? We rolled.
You rolled less than the
10.
opposing enemy. So when is it a loss? It's a loss when you fail and they succeed. Okay, yeah, this is a partial success. Yes, good.
Right.
So yeah,
right.
yeah. So no, the enemy unit is not running away. The enemy army is not withdrawing, and intensity is too high. The unit commander did lose the battle roll, so you can choose to stand fast. The unit commander did not fumble, so you cannot stand first charge. The enemy intensity did not get a critical success, so you can either stand fast or run away or pull back. And pulling back is what will let you make another charge in the future.
Yeah, which is what we want to do.
Okay.
Cool.
We want that charge bonus.
Yeah, so pullback is an intentional move backwards in an orderly fashion, even while constantly fighting. It's a response to an enemy attack. Use this maneuver to get a rest, to prepare for a charge, or whenever you want to get out of combat. Combat modifier is -5. Yes, I will roll 3 random enemy units and choose one of the 3.
And we would defend with our swords and stuff.
Yes, you're no longer able to use your lances. So actually, Nidian, Elaine, and Hrethric, would each of you roll 1d20?
I know.
1.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Yeah, there's that 20.
Wow. Okay, so you could fight basically peasants or peasant spearmen, or Wotan's men?
You stole my crit, Steven. That was
No.
my crit on my axe.
I stole your crit fail.
I don't crit fail on axes, buddy.
All right, cool. I'm gonna roll 1d3, and we'll see which of those you actually meet.
So,
Check it out.
Wotan.
Okay, yeah. So
Oh man.
you begin pulling back in a group of men and women with their faces painted with like black smear around their eyes.
Yeah.
And they have like tokens to Odin and Thor tied in their beards or hung around their necks in the case of the women.
Yeah.
And they shout to the heavens, and you hear one of them shouting and saying,
Oh no.
Wotan, thank you for the glory we are about to receive in battle. And he charges forwards. So, the enemy.
Cross you.
Right, so write down that the maneuver is pull back.
Ugh.
The enemy
What's the-
unit is Wotan's men.
God, we had to roll that 20, Luke. You had to roll that. Oh,
He,
God.
Steven made me roll that die.
It's true.
And honestly, look, the other two results were peasants, and we would have died. We would have been
Murdered
all
by
would have
peasants.
we would have been crit fumbled and died.
Exactly. All right, so the Wotan's men, they're using... right, what does that mean, that MM? Let's see what that means for us.
The monster manual.
No.
The Mega Men.
What's our unit intensity right now?
Oh, your unit intensity is
29?
29.
Okay.
Icons, page 61. MM. Oh, a double attack of missiles and melee is possible. That's what it means.
Arrows.
Rare units, either through training or mob action, can make 2 attacks per round, first with their missiles and then with their melee weapons.
No.
They only use their missiles against a unit they're going to melee with. Glory for these units is as shown, and does not double, as in the case of a double attack. Okay,
It's
cool.
like a bad plan now.
This is, it's pretty harsh.
You would choose the right plan, guys.
Ugh.
Excellent. So, the glory for these is 25, so go ahead and write down that.
That's good.
Next to Wotan's men, 25. So that is good if you survive. So
Can we just defend and for the pullback?
I think
we
you
win
can.
on-
Yes, you
win-
can
win on
take
defense?
defensive maneuverings, and the defend action gives you a +10, I think, except that you don't do damage.
Right.
And I think you can't get a win. You can only get a tie.
That sounds okay.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, except I guess we wouldn't get the glory on the tie.
Glory for a tie is different for glory than glory on a win.
Their skill is over 20 for Wotan's chosen
They are
hero.
threatening enemies. It is very true. It is a safe choice to consider defending. However, their skill is actually not over 20. For their javelin it's 16, and for their two-handed weapon it's 19. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So, let's see. 1d20. This is... okay, this is versus Nidian, the javelin attack. And then versus Nidian, the two-handed axe attack. And then... less than 16 versus Elaine. And then 19 versus Elaine. These guys are rolling well. 16
No.
versus Herethric. Not terribly well, though. 19 versus Herethric. Nice. Critical failure on that one.
Oh, you're gonna die!
16 versus Dwinwyn. And then a 19 versus Dwinwyn.
Oh my god.
Man.
Oh no, that's a crit. Whoa.
No!
Twin.
Why?
Okay, let me see exactly what.
Oh man.
Defend.
Let me see
Defend.
exactly
You're
what
real
happens.
good at that character creation, aren't you?
Yeah.
Here.
No.
Good at that.
No.
I don't
We
want to make another character.
No.
She's come back from the dead before. She's been pretty far towards death.
It's true.
These are also.
The gods will protect me.
Aren't these
Yeah.
also the first round volley missile attacks?
That
Yes.
was both. That
So
was
we don't
both.
even. Yeah.
So
So both. Check.
you can
All right.
divide your melee skill, keeping using part of it against the missile attack and then reserving part of it for the melee. So that will help you defend.
Okay. My sword is pretty high. Does that matter at all?
Yes. So what is your sword?
19.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you're on a horse, so that gives you a +5. So it gives you an effective skill of 24. You are still cowed because of your hatred of Saxons, so that drops it by 5, putting your ultimate skill at a 19. So if
Can I
you
roll-
want, you could basically reserve 4 of the skill for versus the missile attack, and then be meleeing with a 15, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Can I also like see my potential life flashing before my eyes and roll my love of family? I have to be alive to protect them.
Absolutely. Yep. You spent time with your family. You're remembering the Lady Adwin and the Lord Llewellyn.
Yeah. What's up, Luke? You were gonna say something?
Javelins don't do very much damage.
Yes, it's like 46.
4? What?
Let's take a... Well, 46 is not very much. Let's see.
I know. But you have 16 armor.
That's 46 plus 3.
Oh my god. Our javelins don't do 46 plus 3, but their javelins do.
Yep.
Uh,
Nice. Yeah, you get that plus 10 for your love of family. So that gives you a total skill of 29.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, 29.
So again, you can divide
Nice.
this between the 2 attacks that you're receiving.
So maybe like 9 and 20.
Sure. Perfect.
Okay.
So, remember, to calculate this out is a little bit challenging. So you want your first weapon skill to be a 9. Your default weapon skill is a 19, and therefore you're going to roll and give yourself a -10.
So just roll sword and -10.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I got this.
This is versus the missile attack.
No problem. Just swatting them out of the air.
Okay, unfortunately, the missile attack hits you.
No, 'cause I had to get under a 9.
6 plus 3.
yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would deal you 14 damage. However, because your armor protects you, it deals you none. What's your size?
I don't know. Where is that? Under stats?
That's under your
Stats.
stats. Yes.
I'm a 13.
Okay, then you do have to make a horsemanship roll.
Okay. That's okay.
So you got hit by the javelin. It just like didn't do anything to you.
Yeah.
Bounced off your shield.
Yep.
Right now.
But it might
Right.
unhorse her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fine.
Oh no! Okay, so you go tumbling off of your horse, thump onto the ground. However, you recover your feet, and as this Wotan's man strides up to you with his 2-handed axe, you strike out with your sword. So this is a sword +1 to bring your total skill to 20.
Okay, I got this.
You need to crit.
Okay. Praying to the fairy lords. Here it goes.
Okay. Right.
Well, it's a hit.
Right, yeah. So that means that you get your shield benefit, but
Okay.
he still crit you.
Okay.
For, oh my god.
It's
What
12d6 or something.
It's 14d6 plus 2d6.
Oh no.
Why plus 2d6?
Because their weapon damage is 7d6 plus 1d6.
Oh wow.
I have no idea why it's listed that way.
I think I'm gonna die, guys.
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, it's possible that Steven rolls all once, but
Second round of battle. Gwynwyn is out.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have...
Just a-
we
I still have
have...
my page and stuff.
We have some nice former or we have some nice associates of Dwynwyn who can become a new knight. Let's have the drum roll.
Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh boy!
This round was very dramatic as Dwynwyn got knocked off of her horse and then just completely destroyed. That is pretty harsh.
Is there anything else I can do? Isn't there like the unconscious roll and like all that shit?
I think we have gone beyond the ability of the unconscious roll to help you here.
Yeah.
My oh my god, that's so much damage.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you take 31 points of damage after your armor, which is
That's
3 more.
than your max. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, how? Is it 3 more than your max?
4 more.
I mean, I don't see what Dwin. I can't see. I can't see anyone else's sheet except for mine.
Your
She has
max.
27 hit
Your
points.
max is 27, so you're taking
Yeah.
31 damage. I think you're screwed. I think you're like technically safe until -3, but then at -3 and beyond, you're just dead.
That's only -4.
Yeah.
I know.
It's only 1 away.
Oof, this game. And
It's just a bummer because I don't get to fight in the rest of the battle.
I'm gonna have you place Sir Lycus.
Yeah.
oh yes.
Because yeah, that would super suck. I'm just double checking because that's not necessarily guaranteed that you're dead.
Yeah.
Unconscious, 0 or negative hit points. A character at 0 or negative is on the verge of death. The first aid skill or magic may restore. Example of negative hit points. -1.
And like, what about my squire? Could she help somehow?
Right.
Plausibly, yeah. Okay, hang on. Okay. A character at 0 or negative hit points for any reason is on the verge of death. The first aid skill or magic may restore and preserve his or her life long enough for healing to be possible. But unless he or she is healed to positive hit points before midnight of that same day, the character dies sometimes during the night. Even if he or she survives, they will need chirurgery. So you're currently at -4, which is it's pretty dire.
So she has a healing rate of 3, right?
Yes, but
we need to scrape together 1 hit point for her, right? Or no, 2 hit points.
Well, that healing rate of 3 only applies on Sunday at noon.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. So wait, so how do we get her 5 hit points?
I believe that there is chirurgery and first aid can actually heal stuff.
Can your squire help you out?
All of the healing will need to take place after the battle. So we'll figure it out once we get to that.
Yeah. I guess the question is, can the squire get you out of this spot? Can they like evac you?
That's the entire intention of the
Squire.
of the squire.
Yeah.
So first of all, I need you to check chirurgery needed to win.
Yeah. Which
There
is
it
a very nice understatement.
Yeah.
Chirurgery is needed. What happened? Did I like get my chest crunched?
I think he basically stepped up to you with this. Maybe it's a woman warrior. She stepped up to you with this huge battle axe, and it drove straight in through your ribs.
Oh fuck!
And yeah, it was dire. Just so that everybody who is watching knows, we will take a quick break at the end of this round. Just so that you know that we are approaching the time for breaking.
Does my hatred carry on for this round as well?
Yes, your hatred is
good.
applicable for the entire battle. So
Fuck yeah.
let's move up one.
Ooh.
Hrethric.
Hello.
You have a missile heading for you.
Hrethric welcomes the missile because Hrethric smells blood in the water, and that is a critically fumbling Wotan.
Yeah.
Bring the javelin. I give no fucks. I will take your 3 to 5 hit points of damage.
Okay. Roll 4d6 plus d6 plus 3. How much?
Or 0 damage. How
No
about
damage.
that?
And you don't even get knocked off your horse.
Correct. How about 0 points of damage? How about I hit you in the face?
Yep, go for it.
So, I'm mounted. It is not, right?
Yes.
And boop.
Yep, you nail
I'll
him.
take it. I will take it. 26 points of damage. Yes.
Nice. Yep.
I politely ask this creature, which I believe we might have met before, to surrender.
Yes. I think it's totally reasonable that you guys can take hostages after this. So let's see.
You're capturing a Wotan. Oh man, you're capturing a Wotan.
Yeah, that's right, buddy.
Yep, it's good. All right, cool. So record a win for yourself, Herethric, in the melee results page. All right, and let's go on to Elaine. So yes, you have 2 attacks coming in at you: a spear and a battle axe.
Excellent.
How are you going to divide your skill?
I think I'm more concerned about the axe.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna go whole hog into that.
Cool.
Whole hog.
Whole hog.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you eat a spear to the chest. Let's see if it affects you at all. Yep, there it is. Ooh, yeah.
A little bit.
It stings just a bit, clips through your armor, and deals you 19 or 3 points of damage.
3.
Actually, do you have 17 armor?
I have 16.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you take 3 points of damage. Make a horsemanship roll.
Does somebody have special armor? Is it?
I think someone has a 17. It might have been Dwinwin, actually.
Hey.
Because she was quite wealthy, and she had...
Somebody had like a special helmet or something, right?
Yeah.
Like a family heirloom or something.
Let's see. Okay, so you're fine. You stay seated, no problem.
Sweet.
Yeah. So Dwinwin had chainmail and a nasal helm, giving her a total of 17 armor.
Oh!
Dwinwin, you're not at -4. You're at -3. So
Yes.
reduce the damage you took by 1.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
Thank God for money.
Elaine. Yes, thank God for money. Elaine, you're facing off against Wotan's Chosen. Go ahead and make your attack. You're trying to beat a 7. And you're at you have a +5.
Is it still +5?
Yes.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Nicely done.
Oh.
Deal your damage.
Oh,
This is tense.
Yeah.
so tense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16. Very solid. So under your melee results column, put a win, Elaine.
Sweet.
And then Nidian. You also are facing 2 attacks. So go ahead.
Boy, so here's a question for you. How would you even try to ablate this spear? Like,
What do you mean?
what does that even look like?
It's like you hold your shield up and you guard yourself behind it.
But if I use my shield then for this round, then I don't use it. I have to use that for the actual attack as well. Then, right? I can't use my shield and then my sword, right?
No, you can. Shield and sword is the standard way knights fight. Right?
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure about like declaring what weapon.
No.
Okay, that's better. Okay, cool. I would actually like to. But what kind of skill roll is to defend with a shield?
It's just purely your sword, and you're dividing your sword skill amongst the 2 attacks.
Oh, right. No, Nidia, you can't declare a defend and then attack like on the second half of the action.
I'm sorry. So that's So this is the part that I was wanting to make sure. So like if I know my intentions here is just to go whole hog again. Yeah, at this guy. So I should just eat this then.
So
I'm getting a total of +15 to this roll though.
Okay.
So like I'm just gonna
I mean, if you feel like you can put a few points in the spear, it can't hurt. But I would go everything into the Wotan.
Like the thing is, that spear isn't super dangerous, but if it knocks you off your horse, that becomes much more dangerous.
No, you know what? I'm gonna trust in my God.
Okay. Here comes a spear. All right, it's nothing.
Jesus.
What's your size, Nidian?
My size is definitely bigger than 12. No, it's not. It's 11.
Yep, that's what I thought. Roll horsemanship, Nidian.
Oh, Nids.
Where's my horsemanship? Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
no. I have not been leveling up this skill, fellas.
I know, right?
Oh, wow. Now, hang on. You have a hatred of Saxons. It's giving you a +10 to every check you make while you're fighting Saxons. Your horsemanship skill counts as a 20, which means you succeeded.
Oh
you're
my
still
God.
on your horse.
Oh,
all right.
yes, that's why.
Now
Plus, oh my
make your attack against
yeah,
this.
it had to be that thing, like I get hit so bad, but like the stirrups keep me in, and then I like right myself up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I spur my horse. Oh my god! All right, and I'm rolling plus 15 to this one.
Oh yeah, 17. You hit. Deal your damage.
But it's not a crit. Come on, dice.
Close though.
It's okay. You saved me from the damage. I will accept a regular hit. 14.
Ooh.
14. It's fine. You deal damage, so go ahead and mark your melee results as a win in that first column.
Whew.
So a win is ×1, so you gain 25 glory for beating Wotan's Chosen. Good. Right. How much glory do people make? Page 70. Yes. Dwinwin, for losing the melee result between yourself and the Wotan's Chosen, you get 1/2 glory, so you get 12.5. All right, cool. That's the end of second round. The unit results are a win, so you can go ahead and mark down a win under unit results.
And we roll for Squire.
Yes, you do. And that's going to be especially important for Dwinwin. So casualties, Dwinwin.
Yeah, I mean, I would send, if I see Dwinwin go down, I'm going to send Walter to her.
So I've actually read in the rulebook you are technically not allowed to send your squire after another night. It's like your squire is specially trained only to serve you, which is weird. But it's Dwinwin's squire that has to come to the...
All right.
The
Boo, Greg Stafford, boo.
Ellen Page can help me. I believe in him.
Very nice. Ellen Page
she did it. She came through.
nailed it.
Come through, Ellen Page.
And what that means is that Ellen Page grabs your unconscious body, slings it over the back of her horse, and begins riding back to camp with it. So
Thank God.
She's done this before.
Yep. Dwinwin is disengaged.
I don't go down that often.
Just once. Twice.
And the final army intensity is a total of 19. Great. All right, that was round number 2. We've got 7 more rounds to go. So don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll hop right back into it and start ripping through these a little bit faster now that we know a little bit more about how the bookkeeping works. So we'll take a 5-minute break. Thanks for your patience. We'll be right back. See you in a few.
Don't worry, Kira. We will all be joining you momentarily.